Laura here and welcome to today's yoga workout. So I've got another beginner yoga workout for you today as part of our 7-day yoga challenge. So we're going to start feet together, shoulders back and down, abs pulled in, and we're going to breathe in and breathe out. Hope you guys are all doing okay today. I'm feeling good. This is going to get you feeling good. One more time, breathing in. Big breath through your nose and out through your mouth. Okay, take your feet a little bit further apart and we're just going to do some shoulder circles, moving and waking up these shoulders and the other way. Okay, you're going to drop your ear to your shoulder and then with the same hand bring that behind. So I'm grabbing the wrist behind and getting a nice stretch down here in my neck. And if it feels okay in my neck, I can adjust my eyes, look up to the ceiling, and then down and back to centre. Same thing the other side. So grab your hand behind, drop your ear to the shoulder. Think about your ear coming down to your shoulder, rather than kind of bringing your shoulder up to your ear. And if it feels okay in your neck, adjust your eyes up to the ceiling. And then down and round. Okay, so next one, get a big breath in. Grab your wrist, reaching up to the ceiling and then over. Nice side stretch. So just take this to where it feels comfortable. Think about reaching one way and your hip and your ribs going the other way, coming back to the centre, reaching up and over and back to the centre, coming down. Give those shoulders another circle. This time same thing but feet a little bit closer together this time. So we're going to breathe in, grab your wrist, reach up and over, back to centre, upper wrist, reach up and over and coming down. Okay, feet together, interlace your fingers together. You're going to push down, shoulders back. You're going to lift the arms up, again pull the shoulders back, don't let them protract forward, and then lift all the way up, taking it to where it feels possible. Now what you don't want to do here is stick your ribs out and reach up here. You want to keep all this tucked under. So I find this one really hard. It's really good for you, but really hard to here. I'm bringing my shoulders back, not letting them come forward. And then I'm going to keep my abs engaged, keep lifting to where it feels comfortable or where you can still hold this position. Okay, so that's about as far as I can go. Any further I'd start arching and sticking my ribs out, which is not the aim of the game with that one. And then eventually the aim is that you have your arms up straight and good posture here, and you'll feel that one, it's really nice. Okay, next one I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. You're going to step 1 foot forward, 1 step back. So the back foot is at 45 degrees, it's a bit of an angle. Going to really turn my hips so I'm square, going to breathe in. And then we're going to come down over that front leg, keeping those hips square to wherever you can manage. That's about as much as I can do today. If you can go lower, great. And then I'm going to bring both feet forward, so both feet now together. Going to do a flat back, so hands just under your knees, nice flat back here, forward fold, breathing in. Coming back to our mountain pose. So same thing on the other side, so take the other foot back, 45 degrees, leg front, square, hips, breathing in, breathing out, coming down. Hold that position here for a couple of breaths. And then feet joined together, flat back. So really think about your butt going one way, chest lengthening the other way. Down, forward fold. Breathing in to come up, coming down. So whenever you go into any poses and they feel a little bit challenging, that's okay, that's normal, but focus on still trying to retain the breath. So we're going to run through a couple of moves and put them into a flow. So I'm going to turn to the side, breathing in, diving down, flat back, forward fold, bend your legs if you want, you can get your chest a little bit lower, and then hands on the floor, stepping back, and we're going to hold here in plank. If that's too much, you can put your knees to the floor. Going to hold here for a couple of breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're then going to all put our knees on the floor, feet can come off, and make sure you lean your weight forwards. We're going to go down to the mat, feet on the floor, extend, lengthen back, shoulders back, really lengthen, and into a cobra pose. Shoulders back, breathing in, and then coming down, and then knees stay on the floor, toes tuck under, pushing up. From here, we're going to do a couple of cat and cows. So you're going to breathe in, and really think about lengthening your spine, so lengthening your chest away from your hips, and then curling one vertebrae at a time. And again. And again. One more time, really lengthen. And then curl. And then from here back to neutral, we're going to take one leg back, opposite arm forwards. So for some, this might be okay, and this is where you want to stay. If you want some more, you can lift one leg up or one hand up, or if you want even more, do both. So fingertips reaching one way, toes reaching in the opposite direction, abs are pulled in, hand and foot back to the mat. Same thing on the other side, so other foot goes back, hand goes forwards, stay here if you wish, or take it up a notch. And then back down, okay? Give that little shake out. Tuck these toes under, so we're going to go into downward dog. Hands on the floor, so with your hands I want you to think about your index fingers staying forwards. Tuck your toes under, push up with your hands, and really lengthen. I'm keeping my legs bent to start with, so I can really focus on my arms and getting into that downward dog position. And then legs straighten, and we're going to pedal one feet, pedal the other, and again, and again, and then hold it here in downward dog. And now we're going to look forwards, step forwards, bring those feet together, flat back, forward fold, breathing in to come up and coming down. Okay, it's the same thing, just a little bit quicker now. Breathing in, diving down, flat back, forward fold, take those feet back, so you can keep your knees off the floor if you want. Make sure you kind of lean your weight forwards a little bit, coming down into cobra, pushing up into downward dog, looking forwards, stepping forwards, flat back, forward fold, coming up. This time option to lift up and back if you want, diving down, flat back, forward fold, stepping back into cobra, into downward dog, pedal your feet here, eyes forwards, stepping forwards, and then here I want you to bring your feet together, ankles together, knees together, weight in your heels, toes should be able to come off the floor, and we're going to go into a chair, abs pulled in, and this will protect your back, eyes up, thumbs back, and then stand up, coming down, breathing in, diving down, half lift or flat back, whichever you like to call it, forward fold, stepping back, down to the floor, cobra, pushing up, downward dog. This time you're going to lift one leg up, so I'm taking my back leg up, I'm going to bring it forwards and we're going to hold it here. And then I'm going to step forward, knee stays behind your big toe, this heel stays off the floor, and then fingertips touching the floor. So you may wish to stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can come all the way up into our crescent pose. And just take a couple of breaths here. I'm going to drop my arms so you can see me, but you can keep your arms up. Just take a couple of breaths here, relax, enjoy it. Okay, now take your arms down, back to the floor, take that leg back. Remember, weight slightly forwards, down to the floor, cobra, downward dog. Remember, option to keep your knees on the floor at that point. Lift the other leg up this time. So up, 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 up. So that's our three-legged downward dog. Bring that knee forwards, nose towards your knee. I'm going to feel this engage in your abs. And then step that foot forward. If you have to adjust it, that's fine. So if you step here, you can grab the back of your ankle and you can adjust it, that's fine. And you can stay here. You can take it up a little bit with your fingertips touching the floor. Try and keep this back leg straight, heel off the floor. And then if you want some more, I'm losing my balance. That's okay, that's all part of the fun of yoga. So crescent up here. And a couple of breaths, you can hear me breathing away. So a couple of breaths here into this nice crescent pose. Try and drop these shoulders, so make sure there's not come up to you. Drop the shoulders, palms are facing. Try and think about creating some space across the top bit of your back by your neck. Okay, so hands come down to the floor, leg goes back, cobra, downward dog, looking forwards, stepping forwards, this time stay down, so into our chair. So if you struggle, you can stay here. If you want some more, you can come all the way up, and then stand up, arms come down, mountain pose, okay? So we're going to do that 2 more times, a little bit quicker, into a flow. Try and remember the options so you can make it work for you. Breathing in. Big breath in, diving down, flat back, forward fold, hands come onto the floor, stepping back. Options, put your knees on the floor if you wish, down to the floor, shoulders back, cobra, tuck those toes, so remember you can keep your knees on the floor here if you want, and push into a downward dog, back leg up, bring it forwards, nose towards your knees, stepping forwards, coming up all the way into crescent, coming down, cobra, downward dog, other leg up, bring it forwards, nose towards your knee, stepping forwards, coming up into crescent, coming down, downward dog, eyes looking forwards, stepping forwards into our chair. Gonna hold for 3, 2, 1, standing up, back to mountain. So that's 1 round. Got 1 more round to go. Turn your palms forward, breathing in, option to arch backwards, diving down, flat back, forward fold, hands on the floor, stepping back, down to the floor, cobra, downward dog, back leg up, reach, 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 bring it forwards, nose towards your knees, feel those abs working, stepping forwards, and then coming up into crescent, coming down, same thing other side, so other leg up, bring it forwards, step forwards, coming up, couple of breaths here, down to the floor, into cobra, downward dog, and hold it here. Okay, so bend those knees to the floor, and then come down to the floor. So you're in a sitting pose. Whew. So if it feels okay, into a bit of a cross-legged position, and you're gonna lift your right arm up, breathing in, and then breathing out. Little gentle side stretch, trying to keep that right butt cheek on the floor. Okay, back down, one up, breathing in, and over, just breathe it out. You can try and look up into the eye of your elbow. Back to centre, left hand behind, right hand in front, breathing in, sitting up nice and tall, and as you breathe out, just gently open up that back shoulder. So a very gentle spinal twist, and then look to the front, coming round, change the hands. So sitting up nice and tall, imagine someone pulling you up from the crown of your head, breathing in, and then breathing out. And then look to the centre, coming back round. Last couple of poses and then we're done. So, sitting with your legs out in front, what you might want to do is pull your butt cheeks back, so you're pulling your sitting bones back, shoulders back and down, and we're just going to sit here for a couple of breaths. Option to close your eyes if you want. And then we're going to walk the hands forwards, and if that feels okay, take it further, and then even further if you can. Some of you might be able to go a lot further than this, and that's fine. You can grab around the back of your feet, you can try and reach. Don't try and think about your nose towards your knees, because that will curl your spine. Really think about, we've got this nice posture that we started with, really think about the length. So if you're thinking about getting your face down to your legs, think about your nose more reaching down towards your ankles. But don't overdo this, okay? Especially towards the end of a yoga workout, temptation is that you're feeling really nice and warm. Just be really careful not to push and overstretch, because you can do more damage than good. So with yoga, there'll be some poses that feel a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit challenging. That's where really focus on your breathing, but never stretch and push, so you're kind of overdoing it, because you've gone too far then in that pose. Okay, so lying on your back, feet towards your butt, and we're going to push our heels into the floor, tilt our pelvis up, and then lift up nice and high into our bridge pose. Option to grab your hands behind and interlace. I'll be honest, I don't really like that, so I prefer staying here. It's more comfortable for me. It's probably because I'm quite tight around my shoulders. And then coming back down. Okay, bring your knees in, give them a little circle. So this is a lovely massage for your lower back, and if you ever have any kind of back issues, especially lower back issues, coming into this position is really good. And then from here, take the feet slightly apart, and we're going to circle your knees. So we're going outwards, and then we're going to reverse it. Okay, you're going to put one foot flat on the floor, other leg is going to come on top. Option to stay here, that's fine. Option to just lift the leg up, that's fine. If you want to deepen the stretch, so you're going to feel this across your glutes, if you want to deepen it, you can grab around the back of your leg, or I quite like grabbing the top of my shin and then using this knee to drive this stretch. So a couple of breaths here, and then keeping the same leg here, bent, straighten the other leg. So same hand as leg that's bent will come out to the side, and then you're going to roll over. I'm going to find that my sofa is going to block me a little bit, and this will take you into a little spinal twist, nice and gentle, and then coming back to centre. This time other leg is going to go on top. So again, options stay here, take the leg off, you might want to just stay here, or you might want to reach and get more of a stretch here. And you feel that in your glutes. Couple of breaths here, and then bringing that same knee into your chest. Arms going to reach out to the side. Again, the sofa's kind of in the way, I didn't think about this. And then leg over to the side. And if you want, you look the opposite way. Okay, coming back together, big hug, big squeeze, and into our final resting pose. Try not to skip this one's really important. So taking our legs out, so into our Savasana, so legs out, hands out, palms up to the ceiling. Close your eyes and just breathe in and breathe out, and just let the floor take the weight of your body and melt away into the floor. And work from your feet. Make sure your ankles and your calf muscles and the backs of your legs are all just relaxing, melting into the floor. Make sure your glutes, your butt are just sinking and melting and relaxing. Make sure there's no tension. Backs of your hands, backs of your arms. Feel all the different points of your body that are connected and reaching and touching and connecting to the floor. And just make sure that all those bits are switched off and relaxing and melting. So you feel the back of your shoulders, the back of your head supported by the floor. And even think about your face, make sure there's no tension around your mouth. You can move your mouth a little bit, and in your eyes, your forehead. We carry a lot of tension in our face, so just have a check and just get rid of any tension and just rest and relax and breathe in. So I'm going to leave you here in this pose. You can come out of it with me now, or just stay here for as long as you want. So I'm coming up. So I hope you enjoyed that workout. Look out for more workouts and the rest of this challenge, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.